Hello, my profane friends. How are you? Having a great day, I hope. But anyway, I've just been to this truther group, right? And, well, first of all, let me just start by saying the first thing you'll notice in the video, which I'm going to upload in a minute, and I'm going to upload this, even though I'm live, I'm going to download this and then upload that with the video. The first thing you'll notice about the truther meeting is that the first thing they were trying to find out is who sent me, right? And I said, Citizen Sid, yeah, but she was nothing to do with me being at this truther meeting, yeah. But I just told because that was the first name that came to my head, yeah. And then when they asked me where I was from, I said Lowestoft, right? Again, so they control the Norwich hub, the two Norwich hubs they control, and they control this Bungay hub, yeah. And they also let it slip that they control another hub in Lowestoft, yeah? So that's 4 Masonic truther hubs, do you know what I mean? That are all controlled by supposed to be these truthers that, you know, are supposed to be looking towards, the New World Order. You'll hear how I interact with them in a minute. Now, a few things, like I said, I've got to clear up, is that no one sent me to the meeting. No one, obviously I found out about it and I went and attended, yeah? But I told them that was Citizen Sid. Citizen Sid had nothing to do with me being at this meeting. But even though I told them I did, so I didn't. But like I said, you cannot, at the spur of the moment, you make things up, don't you? So anyway, she's nothing, but check her channel because she's all right, yeah? Anyway, this is what I went in and I talked a bit about. I was giving my leaflets out here, right, which always throw up red flags, right? Before the meeting even started, right, I was kicked out of the meeting anyway, because all of a sudden, yeah, it was an open meeting, right? Now, if I'd have gone in there just as a normal person, I'd have been welcome. Sit down, how you doing? Do you want a cup of coffee? Boom, boom, boom. But because I was talking about Freemasonry, it's all of a sudden became a closed group, yeah? All right, which is fair enough, All right, now, this is what I was talking about. Yeah, I was talking about the operations and control of our Texas public schools has been delegated to local school boards and officials by the citizens of a given community. Yeah, you see, and these Freemasons here didn't like it. See, look, if we are to maintain the control and the operations of our schools, do you see what I mean? Then we must be informed concerning their needs and local problems, yeah? If we fail as citizens to support our schools locally, then someone else will do it, meaning us, the profane, yeah? So I was handing these leaflets out and I was, my tickets, so I ain't got my tickets here, I'll show you them. So, and I was showing this and describing this, yeah? And I was talking about how prolific the Freemasons are around the country, you know what I mean? This is Mexico, look. I'll show you that one. I can't show that. You know that one. And I was saying how big an army they were. Yeah, how much their army was. Again, these are all Masonic lodges, look. Do you know what I mean? Where, this is, that's Chicago there, look. And all them Masonic lodges, you're telling me they're friendly? No chance. Then we've got the 4 square I was showing. I never got to show any of these ones because then I was shut up and thrown out of the bloody meeting, you know what I mean? And obviously I did the 3-2-3 police and the 2-3-2-3, 2-3-2 and the 3-2-3 police, yeah, which makes the square and calm piss, of course. So I got to doing a little bit of that with a few people. But as you can see, when the women comes into the truther meeting, yeah, and starts spieling at me, which is here, I've got it running already.
I'll take one of your light papers, they're Masonic.
Now, the light paper,
you know what I mean?
right?
Would you like one of them, sir?
The light paper, they kept trying to steal it back from me. Yeah, they were taking the light paper back because I said it was Freemasonry, and that obviously is the light, Lucifer.
It's not if we keep it alive, is it? Do you know what I mean? So you've got to work towards it, mate.
And then he was doom and gloom, he was. I don't know, he's saying we're all going to die in a certain amount of time. I said, keep it live, keep it going. He was doom and gloom, that guy. But they were trying to take the light paper off me. But the important thing here, yeah, when I went into the meeting, is that the first thing they wanted to know is who sent me, what my name was, what my phone number was. The reason they want to know that, yeah, is because if there's any, they want to know who's like looking towards the truth. Can we shut him down? Who is it? What is it? What's he's connected to? Do you see what I mean? And that's what it's all about. Obviously, they knew who I was because I'm not, you know, I didn't hide it. You know what I mean? I just said that Citizen Sid sent me, and I was from Lowestoft, yeah. And by saying I was from Lowestoft, they then revealed to me they had another hub in Lowestoft. So they control 2 hubs from what I know of in Norwich, the one in Bungay and the one in Lowestoft. So it's 4 hubs. These particular group that are not separate, they're actually working as a group in 4 different towns to keep control of the narrative of the people, yeah. Now,
Sorry?
I'm just trying to listen so I can remember other bits. There's other bits in here that I can't remember.
Well, where's the rest of the group then? I mean, you know.
No, not my group.
So what are you here for then? Cup of tea. Oh, you wicked. 2 sugars or 1, mate? I'll make sure you get 2, yeah? Yeah. 2. All right, now, what's up? Would you like one of my tickets to come in and make you a coffee? Sorry?
This is a closed group by invitation only.
See, this is where we go. It's a closed group by invitation only, yeah? I'm going to play this. You're going to get this uploaded to you anyway, right? This is an actual truther group, yeah? Every group I go to and start talking about Freemasons, they kick me out, yeah?
Have you researched Freemasons?
Mate?
You ever researched Freemasonry?
I've researched Freemasonry.
And you?
One of them.
Who?
I'd like to know who you are.
Oh, my name's Stuart. Nice to meet you.
See, who are you, what you are, yeah? They're just trying to find out who you are because you're talking about Freemasons so they can go report to the Masonic Lodge. Shit, we've got Stuart McIntosh. You know, obviously I could be Joe Bloggs, whatever, but whoever it was, as soon as you start talking about Freemasons, they want to investigate who you are, how can we shut you down, they'll get into your finances, check your bank accounts, all of that, your medical records and everything like that, yeah? If you've got a bad heart, they're more than likely to give you a heart attack, do you know what I mean? That's the sort of things these Freemasons do. They've done it for decades.
Just rub me off the list, that's what's happening.
That is not true, because if they have, it would be me. If I had done that, I would
Would you
be
like one of these, my lady?
No, I want to know who has brought you here.
No one brought me here. I come on my own
Who has
name.
invited you? Who
I told
told
the
you
citizens
about us? Who's told you about us?
Well, no, the truth.
See, they're trying to get the facts from me of who sent me there and where I come. And that's all they do. This is what the police do as well, yeah?
That's it, freedom.
Because then it gives them the information of who you are, what you are, and how we can shut you down. Do you know what I mean? And then you go on the list. You know, like they used to do in Berlin with the J's. You know what I mean?
That is Citizen Sid, that is a member.
It's not a member.
Well, they said there was a hub here for truth movement. It's people who tell us the truth, yeah? And like, you
Where
know,
do you live then?
who, me? Me, I live.
What area?
Well, I didn't tell him where I live.
Area of the country.
Where are you from?
I'm from this village.
This village?
Oh, I just dropped the phone. But there you... Oh, I've just bloody stopped it. Where the bloody hell was I? And that's why I got booted out. And then I had to go back for my helmet. Oh, mate, I can't go through all that again. But anyway, this is what I mean. This is where they try and get the information from me. I'll try and forward it a little bit to where I was, wherever that was. Well, I'll go from there.
I did the same
Going
thing.
on about Freemasonry.
That's right, mate.
No member has introduced you. It's a closed group.
We're all just
I'm asking you very politely to leave like now.
See, and they're asking me to leave.
Take your stuff.
But what I'm saying is, that's why people are getting dumbed down, because they're taking controls of the school board, you see, and they direct our education. They keep running truth for groups like this as well, so you've got to be careful. Look at this.
Well, I'm being careful.
This is a
I'm
grandmaster.
very careful, but you know.
That's a district deputy grand.
But
Flat. Not yours. I am. But anyway, if anyone wants to get me in the headlock, I'll be up on the green, right? I'm only joking. Have a great day, everybody, and I'll see you.
see, and I had to leave because they kicked me out. There's some other things I wanted to say about the bloody meeting, but I can't remember what it was. You'll have to, you know, but I just wanted to apologise that I did not. Citizen Sid didn't send me there, do you know what I mean? Because obviously I was using her name, and that's the only person I could think of off the top of my head. Oh, yeah, another thing they did, after they got my name, yeah, which is on the pamphlet, yeah, and that was from Lowestoft, they actually phoned up the Norwich hub, which was on tonight. And then as soon as they found out I'd been to the Norwich hubs and got kicked out of there, they started to, obviously, their whole attitude changed towards me. Do you know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. All these groups work together. Do not think they're not. They're controlled by Freemasons and always will be. But I'm going to now upload these videos. I got 3 in total. I went to the church. I did go to the church, but the church wasn't like there weren't nothing there to photograph or film. And then on the way home, then I did this playing field. See, all these are Masonic companies, these are, but you'll have to listen to the video yourself, but I'll upload them all anyway. And this is where I got outside, and I had to go back and get my motorbike helmet, what was in the bloody group, do you know what I mean? And I would tell them my name was Boomerang Matt. They got right hostile, and they actually threatened me. They actually threatened me with violence, and I just said, well, I'm unthreatenable anyway. You know what I mean? Especially with the gangs I got round here after me. You know what I mean? The corrupt criminals that'll kill anyone anyway, or arrange to have you killed. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what they do. They kill you. So but she threatened me to have me beaten up or something. You know what I mean? So that got a bit like that. But why would you do that to someone? The meeting didn't even start. But I know for a fact, and I can't say too much, that meeting is an open meeting. Anyone can attend that meeting, but because it's me and I talk about Freemasons, they shush me up. And if you're in any if you're in any sort of group or groups that meet to go to truther meetings, start talking about Freemasons. See how long you last in that group. Do you know what I mean? Before they're isolating you and everyone's treating you like you're a germ or something, like a bloody one of them things what's just been over the last 3 years. You get treated like that. Do you know what I mean? Because this is what these people do, But I'm now going to upload them anyway. Who said something right there? I forgot about that. I always forget the bloody messages. Right there. Me on camera. Oh, no one said anything, I don't think. Oh, it's all good anyway. Yeah, closed group, secret society. Yeah, that's what I mean. But, that you've got them on the run. I bloody did have them on the run, Mickey. I'll tell you. That's what I mean. Each group, right, that I've been to, I haven't been to the Lowestoft one, but they're all working in cahoots. Do you know what I mean? And then as soon as I start mentioning Freemasonry, they go, oh, this is a clues group. You're not allowed and you're not welcome here. Do you know what I mean? I didn't even get my cup of coffee, man. Do you know what I mean? But that's what they do, you see. So, like I said, and I said to him, so if someone come in here off the street to fucking with an opinion or to say something, you're just going to isolate them off and that. I said, you can't do that. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, they did. They threw me out, And then obviously I do a bit of spiel and I talked to some of the people in the villages and they didn't even know what was going on in the village hall or anything else because they're not going out and they're not saying anything to anyone. Do you know what I mean? They're not waking anyone up. They don't want anyone waking up or asking questions. Do you know what I mean? That's a simple fact, So there you go. You know what I mean? My profane friends. But yeah, that was an interesting meeting, I'll tell you. I can't believe it. That was exciting. Like I said, you should have been there. Sure, there's some other pointers I wanted to make in that, what they were saying. But like I said, most of it is where were you from, who sent you, who you with. But that's all just to find out information so they can close you down.
Well, what are you doing it? Who's sending you? No.
Have you ever researched Freemasons? You ever researched Freemasonry?
And they won't talk about Freemasons, do you know what I mean? They don't talk about Freemasons. They wouldn't accept my leaflets, you know what I mean? Obviously, I'm offering them my leaflets, you all know what they are. As soon as it says that, look, victim of Masonic ill treatment, and Freemasonry is the virus and things like that, they just shut me down,
A lady who does filming.
That's right, yeah, no.
She's ever been in those stuff. So, who do you know in the Norwich group?
See, who do you know in the Norwich group, you see? So, if I'd have mentioned someone in the Norwich group,
I know the Indian guy, he looked a bit like Doctor Who with the old scarf.
I mentioned the couple who I remembered, and I couldn't remember anyone, but I just said the Indian guy there, and I think there's someone else. But the point of the matter is that if I mentioned someone on a serious note that I knew them, do you know what I mean? They would isolate that person,
There's There's something about him on
Yeah,
the
exactly, there is. It's dodgy. He had a light paper on, that was dodgy.
The light
Give
paper.
this light paper. That's the Freemason paper, that is.
I bought it. Yeah.
No, you shouldn't buy it. You're wasting your money on something.
And they would try to snatch. They give me a light paper, and I said it was Freemason. And then, well, oh yeah, that's what I said to them. I said if you put 2 crosses on, yeah, because they had the book, obviously, right. I opened the newspaper. Wait there, let me just go back a minute, and I'll show you what I mean. I said I had the light newspaper open, right, yeah, like this. So that was the newspaper, right. Let me just get the page. Wait there. This is what I did, right. This is what I did. That's the newspaper, right? And I've opened the pages, so there's 2 pages like that, okay? And what I said to him, I said, look, if you put across this side, yeah, I said, this is all you got to do with the paper to see if it's Masonic or not. I said, you put a cross on here like this, yeah? And a cross here like this on this side, on that side of the paper. And I said, what do you get? As soon as they realised it was the square and compass, that went kicked right off, do you know what I mean? But that's, you know, I said you put a cross on that side of the paper and a cross on that side of the paper, what'd you get? And they went square and you know, obviously she sussed what I'd done, and she went nuts, you know what I mean, because I put the square and compass on the paper, you know what I mean. I said, well, you put a cross on this side and you put a cross on that side, and then as soon as I, you know, obviously she knew what I'd done, she went like mental. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's kind of comical, you know. Well, you know what I'm like anyway, but there you go. No coffee, no biscuits. Like, well, I didn't get any coffee, no biscuits, mate. I'll tell you, they were tight as hell. As soon as they found out I was a profane person, I got kicked out. Got them on the run. No coffee. Yeah, I know, it's bad, mate. But anyway, yeah, so that's about all for the meeting. But that was classic, that was, I said, because the paper was open. They were really, like, trying to get the paper off me after that. And I did give it back to her in the end because she was quite upset I had it. So I did give her it back. But I said, yeah, you put a cross on this side of the paper, you put a cross on this side of the paper, and that's what you get, the Masonic square and compass. Do you know what I mean? And, like, obviously that was one of the comical moments that I did there, like, and I thought that was a classic, you know. Obviously they didn't.
Yeah, welcome to the club, we know about that.
Cool, that's strawberry love. Oh, kids. I love it. I'm showing you these, look at this one, look. Let me this one, right?
You can listen to this, I'm uploading it anyway.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah,
And then I got outside and I was asking her, listen to the threat.
Because
Listen.
you haven't followed the usual route of being coming in as a member.
what's that? What sort of routes? What would I have to
A
do?
member has to personally recommend you.
Oh, someone has to personally recommend me.
Yes.
Now,
They-
the people
they have
in
to
charge
accompany-
won't recommend me because I keep speaking the truth about
No,
Freemasons.
all for the
How do I
truth,
get
but
into
they
this?
must come with you.
Honestly, it's comical as arseholes. I'm not going to upload it anyway.
I'm not interested in your mindset either.
Oh, right, okay. Well, I'm just saying, it's nice to meet you both anyway. Yeah, I thought, can I have a coffee before I go? Because the meeting started.
No.
No?
Something like that.
Okay.
See, no coffee, look.
So, when you come in,
Oh, yeah, that's what I
if you want to come back, a member must introduce you.
Can we leave you my phone number?
Right?
Would you like my phone number?
No, thank you.
Well, how am I going to get back into the group if no one's going to invite me?
Well, you have to know a member. You will vouch.
Well, I know you. Why don't you vouch for me?
I'm the head honcho around here. You must be
I am leaving, but why wouldn't you vouch for me if I'm speaking the truth? Are you against the New World Order? Are you against the New World
I'm
Order?
not going to any further discussion, Tom.
How are you? You're against
You know
the
where
New
the
World
door
Order?
is?
All right, I'm out going then. All right. Here I go.
Let's get
I'm allowed to have a ticket, aren't they? They're not allowed to have a ticket. Of course they are. Yeah, wait there. Oh.
Thank you.
Remember, Freemasons, no, you cannot take them off then. Oh, thank you.
And as I was going round the room, that's it. When he pulls that. As I was going round the room to, you know, obviously I was in the kitchen. I went through that. Then you go into this main hall, and in the main hall, the people were sitting around. So I was handing my leaflets, and as I was handing the leaflets out, they said you can't do that. They were actually taking the leaflets back off, snatching the leaflets back out of the people's hands. Do you know what I mean? And then as I got to the door, they give me the leaflets back. Do you know what I mean? So they were actually taking my leaflets, which is them. These leaflets here, they were actually taken off the people in the group, and they weren't allowed to have them.
Yeah. Right, but that's what I mean, I'm used to it, but why would Wirral do that and say, like, kick him out of the unit? Look, I know you, so would you invite me again?
You do not know me. I would not invite you again unless a member brings you and vouches for you and comes with you on your...
I'll come with you then, yeah?
No, we don't want that. Look, good luck, alright, it's not the place for you.
Oh, no, that's okay, I understand that, I get that, because when I speak the truth, this is what happens to me, on any group and every group.
It's not what you're speaking, it's the way you've gone about it, right?
Oh, what's that? What was I supposed to do?
You're supposed to know a member who introduces you, vouches for you, and comes with you.
But we're looking for the truth thing. To get people out, regardless of how they get in or out of a group, people should be able to turn up to a group and have an opinion.
As I've told you, it's a closed group introduced only by the members.
When did you close it, though?
It's always been a closed group.
Right. Okay, then thank you very much. Now I will test that, because I'll have kids come up here and I'll see if you boot them out.
There'll be big trouble.
You won't know they're with me, they'll just come up.
There's any trouble in this group.
I never cause trouble, love, I'll tell you, promise you. Oh, who's going to come after me?
That's really. That's why I was gone quiet, because I got a
I'm
message.
used to it, but you can't threaten me. I'm unthreatenable, I am. But anyway, if anyone wants to get me in the headlock, I'll be out on the green, alright? I'm only joking. Have a great day, everybody.
And that, like I said, in the end, they threatened me. Do you know what I mean? With like violence. But I was given my leaflets out and they were taking them back. And there was one woman, as you see when I leave, there's one I say, do you know much about Freemasons? She was going to leave it on the table outside. I said, don't leave it there. Take it in and you'll hear the conversation. But when she actually takes it into the building, the woman approaches her and takes the leaflet off her that she takes in what I'd given her outside and took it off her and say, you're not allowed that. Do you know what I mean? That's how crazy they are. Do you see what I mean? Shutting up about Freemasons. Because anyone there who's worth their salt, who's a proper truther and a real true researcher, will come up with Freemasonry and how bad they are. There's no two ways about it. You know what I mean? And if people ain't talking about Freemasons and what they're up to within your towns or your cities, you're up against the Freemasons, and that's as simple as that. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I can't believe it. But anyway, I definitely did smash it, Mickey. I'll tell you, the bird's going to be a member of the you know that she is Eastern Star, because I think I did ask her if she was an Eastern Star. I can't remember if I did or not. There are so many questions. But listen to her. I'm not going to upload it after this anyway. I'm going to put this video with it, because I have to download this video, what I do on this live, and then it goes to this phone, and then I'll upload it with that as the first video. So if you see this and you obviously watch this, then you don't have to watch this again. But it just explains, that I used Citizen Sid's name, but she didn't send me there. And just like some of the bits that were going on in the, with the, obviously because there's no visuals, it's all sound. There's no visuals, like, where she's taking the leaflets back off the people, and I'm trying to get a coffee and, just things like that, just things in general. But the meeting never started. I got kicked out, it became a closed group, which it ain't a closed group. It's an open group. Anyone can attend. Yeah. And then when I said, I'll send someone round to test that theory, they obviously threatened me with violence. And then I get outside and I started talking to people out on the street. And then from there, well, the rest is history, my profane friends. Have a great day. And remember, I love you all, babies. I'm not going to be about, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And it'll be up on Facebook. All right, my profane friends. Have a great day.